My name's Lez Wright, and what we class as personal development is slightly different to what you'll find anywhere else. For example, Karina came to see me. She was overweight, obese when I met her, not very motivated, and by the time we've done my work with her, she is highly motivated, lost the weight, and actually she's now got not one but 2 businesses running.
I mean, there would be days where I could spend the whole day in bed and do nothing really. I was a lazy person. I sheltered myself from the world. My self-esteem was really low. I was ashamed of how I looked. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. It was actually very depressing. Well, physically, I wasn't looking very well. I didn't want the world to see who I was because on my outside appearance, I was this negative, sad, depressed person. And you could see it in my face. I mean, I didn't even have to talk to a person, that you could just see it. Because I knew that if I wanted to become the person I wanted to be, I had to change everything. But I did not know I was going to change this much in such a little time. It's amazing. I mean, for our first 6 weeks, the change I changed was extraordinary. Well, I first started with the idea of designing and creating jewelry on a small scale, which is amazing because I ended up going to places like John Lewis, House of Fraser, all these like high market brands, and going there and trying to sell my product. And as much as it was hard for me to do at the beginning, slowly I started doing things and I realized that it was easy to do. And I've realized that when I work, I achieve.
Same thing with Martin, stressed at university, and he was struggling with his degree. My job was to get him back motivated again, back on the degree. I asked him, what else would you like to do? He said, I'd like to be a model, Les. I said, what? A model looking like how you're looking now? He says, no. You've asked me a specific question, so I want to be a model. So I said, well, okay. From somebody that was stressed out and had no opportunity of actually looking like a model, to making sure that visually he looks well enough to be able to pull that off. But not only did Martin become much more confident and much more motivated, he looks like a model. Sean, she came to see me, she had acne, migraines and asthma. When she came to see me, those are the things that she had. What we class as personal development is when they're not there anymore.
Since I hit puberty, age about 13, I've had really bad skin since the age of 13. And I'm 28 now, I've never been able to get rid of it. Been to skin clinics, I've been to see GPs, and everything they've tried to give me, and antibiotics. I've had special skin treatment done, skin peels done to remove things, and nothing has really worked. And now that I've come off everything completely, changed my diet, upped the exercise, it seems to be healing itself now. I've had migraines for about 13 years now. Every month I get migraines. I suffer from them for either 4 days, could be 2 months, it all depends. Quite severe, to the point where I have to be in a dark room. Any sound or light is too much pain to go through. But at the moment I'm not really suffering from them at all. I had one for the first week of my training, but now I haven't had one since. I suffer with asthma quite a bit, and they can be severe or they can be mild, it all depends. And as soon as an attack comes on, I used to always run straight for my inhaler. But now it's completely changed. Since I've been doing the training, I've only had 2 asthma attacks, both been in the gym, ironically, and I've managed to control them just through the thought process, by concentrating and wanting it to go and breathing deeply, and I've managed to overcome, which is really good, not running for the inhaler. Since I've changed my diet and cut out the things that Les has said, definitely stay away from, you'll notice a difference. My body has changed in the sense of energy's definitely upped. My weight loss is a lot quicker and noticeably quicker. People are saying, you've lost weight, you've lost weight. You've got to try it. It's something you would naturally think, oh, this is rubbish. There's no way somebody's going to be able to mentally change you as well as physically change you just through your diet and exercise. But it works. It's something I've noticed, and I'm only 6 weeks into my training.
Over the years, I've had lots of different clients coming to see me for lots of different things. My job, however, is to make sure that we get the results for whatever the remit is my client's asking me for. Andrew came to see us. He had high blood pressure. Now, the same thing with high blood pressure. If you've got high blood pressure and you're coming here, the job is that you come off the high blood pressure and you come off the high blood pressure tablets. He went to see his doctors after he'd been here. The doctors gave him the all clear to come off the actual tablets. So he was off the tablets after 9 years. That is what we class as personal development, is if the high blood pressure is actually gone.
The major problem I had was blood pressure. I thought I understood it. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that it could have killed me at any minute. I realised about 8 years ago I got a few problems. I know I've got a few weight issues and I was feeling a bit of dizziness and I wasn't quite feeling well. Went to see the GP. He told me you've got high blood pressure. So they put me on 10 milligrams of Rampril, but that didn't actually do the job. So they actually added to it amlodipine, 5 milligrams of amlodipine. Still after another month or two, well, it was about nearly 2 months, went back for a recheck and they told me it was still not quite doing the job, and they added another 5 ml of doxycycline. These drugs combined had a kind of sleepy effect on me. When I started with the training course was 22 stone and 6 pounds. 5 weeks in, we're at 19 stone, 12 pounds. When I started Lez's training program, the blood pressure was hovering around the 152, 102 mark, 103 mark, which is pretty high really. My blood pressure now is averaging out around about 121, 83, 84, somewhere in that region. So not far off normal blood pressure for my age. The doctor specifically said to me that once people go on blood pressure tablets, they never come off them, they're on them for life. So I made the appointment yesterday, went down in the morning and showed him the results from Lez's program, explained to him what I've been doing, what I've been eating, how I've been doing things, and he was really surprised. He said that, you know, he doesn't very often get a 50-year-old guy come in who was overweight, reduce your blood pressure in a very short period of time. He said that I need to continue to monitor my blood pressure all the time, but I was astounded, absolutely astounded, when he said to me, "Luke, we need to take you off that medication. We need to take you off the Rampril, that's it now."
When we're talking about personal development, the whole point is to, one, change people's perceptions. We deal with the training, psychological and physical. We deal with a new style of education that is more geared to the real world, that is going to be much more beneficial to you now and later on. And we also deal with the nutrition. And that is the reasons why we actually get the results we get.